Hi there, I'm Dr. Bill Wyatt. I'm a general dentist that does nothing but orthodontics, or been doing nothing but orthodontics for about 40 some odd years. And I'm in the American Orthodontic Society. I'm board certified there and represent them. And I hope if you want to learn orthodontics, we have an excellent teaching facility and also a bunch of wonderful teachers. All right, I'm going to talk to you about Electrosurge in orthodontics. You can use it anywhere, and it's essential to have something to uncover teeth and reduce gingival height in orthodontics. I just don't see how you can do without something to do that. And you can do it with a laser, and I've tried 2 or 3 different types of laser, but they're so slow. Electrosurge, I think, is the best thing to use in there. So I'm going to start out and we'll show you several things about it. Not everything, but quite a bit. Now I use this type of Electrosurge. I'm not trying to sell them at all, uh, but that's the kind that I've used for years. Now I like this type of little tip to put on there. You can pull this wire out of that tip if you want to, and you can bend it and do whatever you want to with it and make whatever type of cut you want to with it. It's just a neat little tip, and here's called a Vera tip, and I'm not selling any of it, and they show different ways to do it. Use this tip. It's excellent. You can take that little tip you pull out, you can bend it and just go in and do all kind of curve cuts and things with it. And here it is again. Now that's the kind of the way we use it. You don't want to touch it to metal, of course, it'll spark. But I'm going to show you some cases where we've used this. Now, like if you want to, you've got to band this tooth back here or do something with this tooth. Now that's a mirror. This is just a mirror stuck in there to show both sides of it. But we're going to come in and take this tissue off and expose this tooth where you can get to it to band it, or if you want to stick a bracket on it or whatever you want to do to it. Or a lot of times these uprighting springs that we put a tube on the side of the tooth, we cover them with Electrosurge too. It's really essential to do. Here's another view of that tissue, and we've come in over here. We put a separator in there. You know, we're moving this apart to put the band on. Then we don't have to come in here and trim this tissue off so we can get the band on the tooth. Now, here it is, another view of it. Another view. All right, we come in and take that, and the Electrosurge will just cut this tissue out of there, and it doesn't bleed or very little. You can cauterize it or whatever you need to do to it. And there's another view after we kind of cleaned it out. Now we put a band on the tooth and slipped it down underneath there. This looks pretty gory, but it's not bad to do that. It doesn't give a lot of soreness or irritate the person very much. There's another view of the tooth that's banded before it can erupt like that, and so it's good to take this tissue off. You just flip that out of there. Here's a young lady that we did that on. She worked in the office, and we were doing some orthodontics on her. A nice young lady. She helped us in the orthodontics quite a bit too. So now she had an impacted tooth up here, so this is an impacted cuspid up there. You can kind of see the outline. This was a deciduous one. We'll remove it there and hook onto that cuspid and bring it back in down in the mouth. And there it is. We pulled it in place, and this is she's I think 16 and 7 at this point. Now here we are with that same tooth. We're pulling it in the mouth, and we're using our method that I've shown more of this. It's the best way of putting force on the teeth that I know of. That's a spring, and it's about here. We hook dental floss to it and run it over here, and double it and go up and put it on the hook. Come down here, and you can pull exactly so many ounces of force on that, and that'll be pulling with that same amount of force a month from now, if you want to, till it pulls this tooth down to here. Now this is just a little circle in the arch wire, and this is a spring that's spun on there that's pushing these teeth apart right here, pushing that apart as you pull this tooth down in there. When you get this tooth down where it bumps, where this deal you bond it on there and bumps this arch wire, then you put your bracket on it, and you run your arch wire in there and pull it on down. So we use them in uncovering impacted teeth. I'll show a lot more complicated ones than that. So anyway, there's the tooth we pulled in that way. We pull that cuspid down in the mouth. That was the one we showed just a minute ago. Here's another young man that's got a couple of kind of impacted teeth, and we uncover them too. And this tooth is pretty simple to bring down. In other words, you just band that up and it'll come on down, and you open this up to do it. Here we will uncover this quite a bit and put a hook on it somewhere like that, and then we put our spring deal up. Now what I'm primarily showing you is the use of the Electrosurge. This is interesting. This is just a shell of a deciduous tooth. The permanent tooth ate the whole inside out of that baby tooth, you see, and you slip that out. This simple, you go ahead and bracket up this case. It's ready to go. And you got a wisdom tooth up here, one down here, and I can't tell about over here and here. Anyway, we're going in and use this Electrosurge here also. There's the case after we pull that tooth around, got it coming down. We've got this one coming in here, and now you can see this is a wisdom tooth up there, and I think that's well, that's the 12-year molar. This is one here, and we got some wisdom teeth over there. It's just to show you what we did with it to get to these teeth. All right, here's that deciduous cuspid on that young lady. I think it's over here, and we went in and uncovered it. Now here we bonded a little chain on it, or you can bond a hook. I prefer bonded hooks, and you can reach in there and hook the hook up and pull it down, but that's the way you cut that open, get that tissue out of the way to get down there to bond it. And there's the tooth in the mouth, and here the same thing. We pull the tooth in over on that side. We use the Electrosurge for all these things. And that's the end of the little video on using Electrosurge. Now you can do that with a laser. That is much slower. To me, I've tried 2 or 3 lasers, and I like the Electrosurge better than the laser. So that kind of ends my video here. I'm going to come over and stop this.